Alright, note number 3, creating a box and whisker plot. Alright, we've talked about our measure central tendency. Now we're going to get into creating box and whisker plots, and there's just 7 easy steps. First step that we're always going to do is it says put the data in order from least to greatest, so we want to put our data in order from least to greatest. So we start with 3, we have the 10, another 10, 16, 20 and 21 and 21, 23, 26, 27, 36, 37, 44. Alright, so now we have our data in order from least to greatest, and then the next step is it says to find the median. Well, we know that the median is the middle number of our data set. Well, if we look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 numbers. Well, the middle is the 7th number. That means there will be 6 numbers on the left side. So, and 6 numbers on the right side. So if we see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know that 21 is our median. So we know that the median is 21. Then it says, so we did step 1, we did step 2, and the median's not included in either half. So we have 6 and 6. Then we have to find the median of each half. So we have our lower half, which is 3 through 21, and our upper half, 23 through 44. So to find the median of the lower half, we have 6 numbers, so the median divides them in half. So the median is going to be between 10 and 16. Well, 10 plus 16 is 26 divided by 2. So our lower quartile is 13, and then we also can say our lower extreme is our smallest number, which is 3. And then we do the same thing for the upper half of the data. Well, we have 6 numbers. Well, we divide them in half, so it's between 27 and 36. So between 27 and 36, we add them together. We get 50, 63. So that's 31.5. So our upper quartile is 31.5. So we have 31.5. And then so we have our upper quartile, which is 31.5, and the upper extreme, which is 44. So we found all of our data points. So we found the median, the upper quartile, the lower quartile, and the 2 extremes, smallest number and largest number. Now we can plot these on a number line. So we know it goes from 3 to 44, so I might count by 5. So I have 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And we'll go to 50. So we just plot our points. So we have 3, 13, 21, 31.5, and 44. The box goes through our quartiles, and the whiskers extend out to the extremes. So now we have our data there. And what I want to do next is to take a picture of this so that we can talk about it. So, I'll actually get all of this here. And I'm going to move to the next page. So we have that. Let me move this. Cut. And I'm going to put it right here. So we can start to talk about these. Paste. Now, with the box and whisker plot, what it actually does is it divides everything down into 4 sections. If you notice, we have 4 sections here. We have section 1, section 2, section 3, and section 4. So this is section 1, section 2, section 3, and section 4. And if you notice, in each of these sections, I have 3 numbers. So what it's saying is a box and whisker plot breaks it down to 4 equal sections, and each section has the same amount of numbers. So section 1 has 3 numbers, section 2 is 3, section 3 has 3 numbers, and section 4 has 3 numbers. So what we can also say is that each section has 1/4 of the data. So they each have 1/4 of the data. So 3 numbers out of a total of 12, 3 out of 12, and so on and so forth. or they each have 25%. 25%. So they each contain 25% of the data. So it's either 1/4 of the data or it's 25%. So when we look at this as in 1/4 of the change shoe size to scores. And 1/4 of the scores, so 1/4 of the scores are below what value? Well, if we look at it, well, here's our 1/4. So here's 1/4, and that's below the value of our lower quartile. So that is below 13. So that's below 13. Now it says the middle half of the shoe size are below what? So when we want to look at the middle half, so our middle half is everything in between. So that's everything in here. That's our middle half. And if you notice, the middle half contains all these numbers in here. All right, and we also are excluding the median. It's not part of our data set. So it's those middle numbers. So it's everything from 13, which is the lower quartile, to 31.5, which is the upper quartile. So it's from 13 to 31.5. All right, so the middle half of the scores. Then it says 75%. So 75% of the scores are above what? So 75% of the scores are above what? All right. Well, 75% is 3 of these sections. There's 75%. So these scores, 3 of these sections, 1, 2, and 3, they're all above that value of 13. Now the interquartile range, well, this is Q3 minus Q1. Well, Q3 is our upper quartile, which is 31.5, minus 13, which will give us 18.5. The IQR is 18.5. And then half of the shoe sizes are above what? Well, half, this is really just asking us, well, what's your median? So the median is 21. It's saying that, well, here's 21. Half are above, and then half are below. So let's look at our next example. So this says first period has the following shoe sizes. Well, the first thing we have to do is put the data in order. So we start and we have 7.5. Then we have 8 and 8. And then 8.5 and 8.5. And then we have 3 9s. 3, so 9, 9, and 9, 2 9.5s. Then we get to 10, 11.5, 12, and 12. So we wrote our data in order. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 numbers. So the middle is 7 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I break this in part. I have 7 on the left side, 7 on the right side. Well, what's in between 9 and 9? Well, 9 is the median. So we know that the median is 9. So when we look at these, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, well, that means 8.5 is in the middle. We have 3 and 3. So this is our lower quartile. The upper quartile will be that 10, 3, and 3. And then the lower extreme is 7.5, and the upper extreme will be our highest number, which is 12. So we're going from 7 to 12. So we can just count by ones. Start at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So now we plot our values. So we have 7.5, 8.5, 9, 10, and 12. Draw the box around our quartiles and extend our whiskers to the extremes. Now once again we're going to be breaking this down. So we know that we have 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each section is 1/4 of the data. And this is evident right here. We see that once again we have our sections. We have 3 numbers, 3 numbers, 3 numbers, in 3 numbers. We don't include the quartiles or the median in our data set. So break it into 4 sections, 3, 3, 3, and 3. And they're also 25% each. So the first question says that 1/4 of the shoe sizes are below what value? Well, once again, that's 1 section, 1/4. That is anything below that first quartile, which is 8.5. So 1/4 right here, that's those first 3 shoe sizes are below it. The middle half of the shoe sizes, well, that's anything in the middle. So that will be 2 and 3. So that's anything in between our quartile. So that's between 8.5 and 10. And then 75% of the shoe sizes are above what? Well, 75%, that's 3 sections, 1, 2, and 3. They are above the value of 8.5. The interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1, which is 10 minus 8.5, which is 1.5. And half of the shoe sizes are above what? Well, the median is 9. And that's our lesson for today on creating and reading box and whisker plots.